Have you ever noticed that the loudest person in a room is usually the one with the least control? The man pounding the table at a diner, the neighbor shouting across the fence, the relative who can't let a disagreement go. What looks like strength is often weakness in disguise. True strength does not announce itself. It sits quietly, steady and unshaken, like a mountain unmoved by passing storms. Stillness is not the same as doing nothing. Stillness is choosing to act with clarity instead of noise. While the crowd reacts, the master observes. Power is not found in constant motion, but in the ability to remain centered. This is the first truth on the path to inner mastery. Yet it is also the hardest to accept. From the time we were children, we were told that emotions define us. I am angry, I am sad, I am frustrated, but these feelings are not who you are. They are only visitors passing through. You, at your core, remain like the sky above America's plains, vast, constant, and unbroken. The first truth of strength: the loudest man in the room is often the weakest. Think of a heated family argument at Thanksgiving, or a stranger yelling on the street corner. The ones making the most noise are rarely the ones in control. True strength is silent, steady, and sure of itself. It does not need to perform for applause. It does not need to prove its worth with words. Stillness is not doing nothing. Stillness is the quiet command over yourself, the ability to act with clarity instead of noise, while others react impulsively. The master observes, power is not in motion for motion's sake. It is in control. This is the first truth on the path to inner mastery. Yet this truth is also the hardest for us to accept. From childhood, we have been trained to believe every emotion is who we are. We say, I am angry, I am sad, I am frustrated. But these feelings are not our true identity. They are states moving through us, like clouds drifting across the wide Texas sky. Emotions pass, but you remain the sky itself, unchanging, unmoved, always there. So let us walk together through the wisdom of stillness and discover how to never be controlled by anger again. If you find value in this journey, remember to like this video so more people can find it, and subscribe for more guidance on living with peace and strength. Number 2, the power of the observer. When you are disrespected or provoked, the common reaction is a fire rising in the chest, a heartbeat that races, fists that clench almost on their own. In that heated moment, we forget our true power. We forget we have a choice. But within you, there is always an observer. This part of you notices the anger rising, but does not become it. It hears the voice in your head screaming, yet does not scream with it. It watches the storm without becoming the storm. You do not need to travel to China to find this lesson. Even here in America, in places like the quiet gardens of a monastery in upstate New York or the still lakes of Minnesota, people practice this awareness. The monks of the Shaolin Temple in China have trained for centuries not to fight others, but to master themselves. Every strike, every slow breath, every deliberate pause disciplines the mind to observe instead of react, to let anger drift away like a leaf floating on the surface of a calm river. The moment you become the observer, you discover freedom. You are no longer dragged into every provocation. You see clearly, you choose wisely, and you return to peace. Number 3, silence is not weakness. To master life, you must first master yourself when someone insults you. Remember this. Words are only energy. They carry no power until you give them meaning. The observer knows that silence is not defeat. It is clarity. Think about it. Who truly suffers when you explode with anger? Not the person who provoked you, but you. You lose your peace, your clarity, and your balance. Anger burns from the inside out. It consumes your energy, your health, and even your relationships. But when you return to the observer within, you are no longer chained by chaos outside of you. You choose your own rhythm, guided not by reaction, but by calm understanding. True silence is not weakness. It is the highest expression of strength. If this resonates with you, take a moment now to share this video with someone who may need it. Sometimes, the greatest gift we can offer others is not advice, but perspective. Number 4, letting go of the need to react. Emotions are visitors, not permanent residents. Respect them when they knock at your door, but do not hand them the keys to your home. True strength is the ability to sit with anger without acting on it, to feel insult without rushing to defend yourself. This is not suppression, it is mastery. Imagine yourself as the sky. Clouds of frustration may pass, storms of sadness may thunder, but you remain vast, open, and untouched. Nothing can enter your inner world unless you open the door. From this awareness, you begin to move differently. You speak with purpose rather than impulse. You listen fully rather than react quickly. The observer inside you watches, learns, and lets go. The more you practice this, the more you discover a quiet dignity, a calm presence that others feel without you saying a word. People may even ask, "Why doesn't this bother you?" And you will smile, because you know the secret. They cannot touch what you have chosen not to give away. Number 5, attachment is the real enemy. The outside world is not the true problem. The real struggle lies in our attachments. We cling to control over people, events, and circumstances. But no matter how we arrange the pieces, inner conflict remains. You are not angry simply because of what someone said. You are angry because their words struck a belief you hold. You are not hurt just because of what they did. You are hurt because it collided with an expectation you carried. Attachment is the invisible thread connecting your peace to external things. When they move, your peace is shaken too. The monks at Shaolin practiced detachment not because they are cold or uncaring, but because freedom cannot exist where attachment reigns. In the same way, you can practice letting go. When you do, you begin to see how much suffering is not caused by the situation itself, but by the story you tell yourself about it. Pause for a moment and ask yourself, what am I most attached to? Is it approval from others? Is it control over outcomes? Is it the belief that people should act as I expect? Awareness is the first step toward release. When you cut the threads of attachment, you no longer dance like a puppet pulled by someone else's strings. You become still, centered, free. Number 6, the freedom of detachment. When you are attached to praise, you become a slave to approval. When you are attached to people, you risk losing yourself when they walk away. People will come and go, agree one day and disagree the next, love today and leave tomorrow. If your peace depends on them, you will always suffer. So ask yourself honestly, what belief is being threatened when I feel angry or hurt? Often, it is not the situation itself, but the story you attach to it. A harsh word from a coworker at the grocery store may echo louder because it touches an old insecurity. A friend canceling plans may sting because it hits a deeper fear of being forgotten. But the moment you loosen your grip, you become untouchable. Detachment is not rejecting life, it is embracing it more deeply. When you stop clinging, you begin to see life as it truly is, not as you insist it must be. Detachment is freedom, and freedom is the ground where peace grows. Number 7, energy flows where attention goes. Your attention is the most sacred resource you have. Most people are not exhausted because they work hard, but because they scatter their energy in 100 different directions. Every irritation, every argument, every worry siphons off a piece of your life force. If you focus on anger, you become angry. If you replay the past, you stay trapped in it. But if you direct your focus toward calm, gratitude, and clarity, you slowly become what you attend to. Think of your focus as a blade. Without sharpening, it dulls quickly. The monks of the Shaolin Temple sharpen their focus through silence, repetition, and discipline. You can do the same right here in America. Take quiet walks in Central Park. Sit by the wide Mississippi River, or practice breathing in your living room before the noise of the day begins. When your energy is diluted, your power disappears. When it is focused, your very presence becomes powerful. Discipline, in truth, is focus in motion. Choose carefully where your attention flows, because wherever it goes, your life will follow. Number 8, the mastery of stillness. Stillness is not weakness. Stillness is mastery. The greatest strength is remaining calm while others panic, silent while others shout, firm while the world shakes. The reactive man is a puppet of emotion. The still man is free. Stillness is not passive. It is active awareness. Monks train as much in stillness as they do in motion, because stillness reveals wisdom. In silence, you begin to hear what others miss. You see what others overlook. You find solutions not through force, but through patience. Think of Abraham Lincoln, who was famous for his deliberate silence before speaking. He understood that stillness allowed clarity, and clarity shaped better decisions. Stillness is your inner anchor in the storms of life. It is not about ignoring the chaos around you, but about choosing not to be swept away by it. Number 9, true power and freedom. Noise is not power. Aggression is not strength. Most battles are distractions. To remain still is to win, not over others, but over yourself. Stillness does not mean doing nothing. It means taking right action, responding rather than reacting, acting from awareness rather than ego, waiting for the right moment and moving with precision and purpose. Most arguments are empty. Most chaos is noise. Most people are not attacking you personally, but reflecting their own pain. Do not absorb it. Let it pass through you like wind passing through tall grass. This is the discipline of a master. If you've made it this far, I invite you to subscribe and leave a simple comment. Still here. It lets me know you are walking this path of mastery with me, and it encourages others in our community to keep learning. Number 10, the path to mastery. The still mind is the strongest mind. The still man is the hardest to shake, for he cannot be manipulated by noise or broken by emotion. Train your mind to be still, your heart to be calm, and your body to be unmoved. Stillness is the foundation of true action. It is the place where power waits patiently until the right moment. This is the path to mastery. It is not the loud man who wins, but the man who listens. Not the one who strikes first, but the one who chooses when to move. Every day offers you practice. The traffic jam that tests your patience. The argument that tempts your pride. The unexpected change that challenges your control. These are not interruptions. They are training grounds. Mastery is not a final destination. It is a practice, renewed each morning with the rising sun. Final thought. The world will always be noisy. People will always speak carelessly. Situations will always shift unexpectedly, and life will always carry moments of disappointment. But anger and frustration do not need to rule your life. The loudest person in the room is often the weakest. True strength is found in the one who remains calm, steady, and unshaken. Stillness is not inaction, it is right action. Silence is not defeat, it is clarity. Detachment is not coldness, it is freedom. You are not the storm, you are the sky. Clouds may pass, storms may rage, but the sky remains vast and unbroken. When you remember this, no one can disturb your peace without your permission. So the next time anger rises, pause, notice it. Watch it as the observer. Let it drift by without letting it take root. In that moment, you reclaim your power. The path to mastery is not about conquering others. It is about conquering yourself. And in that victory, you find the greatest freedom of all, the freedom to live with peace, clarity, and unshakable dignity. If this message spoke to you, share it with a friend or family member who may need it. And if you are ready to keep building your inner strength, subscribe to this channel so we can continue walking this path together. Remember, mastery is not about perfection, it is about practice. Choose stillness today, and you begin to change your life tomorrow.